Hello, everybody! Welcome to Hero Club and to another session of Pair of Socks Lost. If you don't know who we are, by the way, we are Hero Club. Our main thing is our podcast, where we take our D&D sessions, we record them live around the table, we edit them down with sound effects and music into these really fun, tight audio anthologies. Comedy, drama, noir, western, pirates, you name it, we got it. We even got a Tarantino-esque sci-fi, so we got everything. We just actually had a meeting about our latest season that's coming up, so get ready for that. But here on our stream, we just like to sit around and play some Dungeons & Dragons. I didn't introduce myself. My name's Dylan McCullum. I will be your DM. Yay. We're going to continue with PairOfSocks Lost. I'm so excited that we're back for the second session. I will get into the recap after our lovely people, our lovely players introduce themselves for the second time. I'm going to start this time with Hannah. Hannah, please introduce yourself.
What? Hi, my name is Hannah Yeagerbacky, and I play, not that one. I play Marabella Graveneye, a level 1 Dwargard, her cleric. She can't sleep. Oh, and my fun fact this week is that it takes sloths a month to digest food.
So those are back.
I'm just going to do general fun facts.
Fun facts not about your life, just about like in the world, just trivia.
Out there. Spoiler alert, might be sloth themed for the first while. Because I got a lot of sloth facts just like in my back pocket.
That's
because they're my favorite animal. There's
truly a wild choice. Okay, let's go to John. John, introduce yourself to everyone.
Hello, my name is John. My mic was muted because I was practicing a new dialect, and I play Tone Zazuru, who is a artificer and artificer chef. And this is just a me fact. I own 2 stuffed sloths in my house.
Stop. We'll go get them.
I will on my break.
Yeah, on the break, you better go get those too.
And I might be getting. Oh, and I also have a so far unnamed tomato.
Yes, you do. I have it on good authority that if anything happens to that tomato, the entire chat's gonna riot.
Yep, no more me.
I don't know how. It's only been in all of your lives for less than a few hours, but I've been told pretty much nonstop all week from different chatters that if that tomato gets hurt, we're fucked.
I will do my best.
Jasmine, please introduce yourself to the people at home.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. I play Zara. She is a halfling rogue, and I don't have a fun fact, and I've been racking my brain this whole time trying to think of one, and I have not yet come up with one, so that is my fun fact.
Very good, very good. I just want to remind you all that fun facts do not have to be a thing.
Okay, that was really stressful.
Don't stress. Don't do what Hannah did to herself for an entire 2 years.
You will just pull the most useless information about yourself out of the deepest, dustiest corners of your brain. Like, I don't know, salt tastes good sometimes. Like, it will just go poorly.
If you really want to just ruin your life, Gabe for 2 years made horrible puns, and so you can try to go down that road if you want.
Every session?
Every session.
Yeah. But like about stars and being blind.
Yeah, and 2 were good, and that was pretty much it. All right, Natasha, please introduce yourself to everyone. Who are you playing?
Hey, Natasha, Princess Griselda Calzini. I'm a paladin elf druid level 1, and I held a sloth one time. I did. In the Amazon, actually.
Oh so it wasn't like a
Brazil?
It was like a real time?
This was real life. This was real life. I held a sloth. We can table it, talk about it later. Brazil. I don't know. The sloth was very scared, honestly. It was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, we weirdly have a lot of things to talk about when it comes to sloths. So
This
we'll do
is
that.
sloth-focused
We'll do that on the
group.
break.
Yeah,
And last but
yeah.
not least, Marty.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Marty. How's that?
Who you
So
playing,
good.
bud?
And I play Golzog and Testin Scarf, the orc monk.
Yes, very good. And once again, I am Dylan McCullum. I will be your dungeon master. This is PairOfSocks Lost. This is a campaign based off of the D&D 5e book, The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. As I said last time, it veers off pretty heavily, starting about halfway into this session, but it's still based off of it, and if you like fairy tales, but more importantly, not even really fairy tales, just the works of, books like Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, Phantom Tollbooth, this is where the campaign is really inspired by. So, let us get into it. Where we left off, shall we? Once upon a time, we followed the lives of 5 old friends and what their new lives have become. We met our friends Zara, Golzog, Marabella, Tone, Griselda. Did I miss anyone? Zara. Still getting used to it all. Still getting used to the new names, to be honest. And wherever their lives were before they got to the carnival. But once they were at the carnival, some of them made pacts with Nicholas Midnight, the ticket taker at the ticket booth. One of them did not. The pacts are, just so we all remember, because I think that's important to know, Griselda cannot talk about her favorite thing while in the carnival. Golzog must do a fun little dance whenever Golzog's name is said. Marabella must water a flower crown that is upon her head that will die after if it's not watered every hour on the hour. And of course, we all know that Tone is going to have to treat a tomato like their child. Sorry, I was just seeing that I'm apparently sounding softer and quieter than other people, so I was just trying to rectify that. I hope that that's better. Everyone. Okay. We come back to all of you standing right by the ticket booth. Zara, you're a little bit off to the side. You kind of veered off a little bit to sneak in. And you notice something on your tickets. Each of you have kind of these like 8 little spaces on your tickets, and you realize that there are people at each kind of attraction as you look out, taking people's tickets and punching them. It seems very obvious that these tickets are good for the general carnival, but each attraction will require to get a ticket punched, and there's only about 8 slots in them. Probably could get more if you wanted to go on more attractions if you were to get another ticket. That would, of course, mean talking more with Nicholas Midnight, but who on earth would want to do that? It seems like foolish. The last thing you notice, Zara, is that outside the grounds of the carnival, still not at the ticket booth, you noticed that little scamp Thicket had followed you through the sewers and is now hiding in a bush badly, at least for you, that you can see them. And the fair, the carnival, is now yours to do with what you want. I will say that before we get into you all kind of going off, there is what feels like this is still early on in the carnival. Like, people are kind of doing attractions, but it still feels like people are entering and it's early on in the carnival's evening, whatever that might be. And so you get there, and you see that there's this large tree walking. This treant is walking. This treant is walking by, and kind of slowly laughing, just like. And you see children and adults alike following in tow. This tree it's very tall, but it's only like 12 feet tall. It's not a giant tree like you might have noticed, or if you've ever seen a treant. Like it's not that tall. It's still just 12 foot tall. And this 12-foot walking tree is like garlanded with gold ribbons, marching through the thoroughfare. Weirdly, as you can kind of notice that as it's walking, there are these like emerald clouds that are swirling over this treant and nowhere else, just following it. And above the tree, there are these sycamore seeds that seem to be falling out of this emerald rain cloud. You can see that there are like these children and fairgoers trying to catch the seeds before they hit the ground as they like gently go. On the treant's shoulder is like on the boughs is this squirrel kind of running back and forth through the trees, handing dandelions to passerbys. And that is what you all see. What would you all like to do? You can hear from this treant just like, it's like, catch them before they fall. Welcome one and all. And you're free to do what you would like. Anyone have anything they want to do?
Is giving out dandelions?
Yeah, I definitely want to get a dandelion.
Okay, so you go up to the squirrel in the treant?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you go to them, you see this red squirrel kind of comes up. Who's going over to the treant? Just Marabella and Griselda?
I'll follow as well.
Okay. As you go up, you see these like sycamore seeds falling. They're like little kids giggling and laughing as they try to like get it before it falls. And this squirrel kind of has almost, you can see a little tiny vest, and coming out of the vest are dandelions that are like normal sized dandelions, and it seems like it's coming out of nowhere, like just kind of producing dandelions like one after the other. She's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, dandelions, make a wish, and just kind of gives one to each of you. Blow them out and make a wish, may it come true. The squirrel kind of looks over it, but the squirrel like scampers back away after giving you the dandelions.
Roll an insight check on the.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Mm-hmm.
Can we all do that?
Yeah, of course.
21.
21, okay.
Advantage.
Marty, you're muted.
You
I
can
know,
be
sorry.
muted.
Everyone or just the people going for the dandelions?
Anyone, though, the people who were going for the dandelions are the only ones who interacted with the squirrel.
Got it.
14.
14, okay.
15.
15. Okay, anyone above a 13, to be honest. The squirrel, like, it seems like this is like a duo. They do this every night, even though that seems so weird because this place is magical. The squirrel, the treant seems really into it and still like has the spirit. The squirrel seems super done. But you see around you there are like these, everyone's just kind of like, and blowing out dandelions around you, making wishes.
I'll pick up a dandelion and make a wish.
Okay, that you were you were given one.
Oh,
right?
I guess I have one in my hand.
Yeah,
I'll
you were
just
given one. Okay.
blow it out.
I'm gonna have you secretly send me a wish.
Okay. I'll message it to you.
Yes.
I'll text it to you.
Please.
We
What do I do?
text. Guys.
Yeah. Would that be an Arcana check on the dandelion?
Yeah, sure. You can make an Arcana check.
11.
11. The dandelion seems like a dandelion. Like the dandelion
Alright.
does not seem magical at all. It seems like, you know, like It seems like the scroll's vest was probably magical. The dandelions themselves do not seem magical at all.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll go ahead and blow out a wish as well.
Okay. Send me a wish privately, please.
I wish I could afford a home. No, just that's me.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a wish too.
Okay. Send one to me, please.
Okay.
I'm going to need that. What are you doing, Gulzog and Zara, at this moment?
Golzog is looking around based on we're right next to the ticket booth, right?
Yeah, if you go to the Roll20, which I'll...
Yeah, I'm looking at the thing. Is
You
the
are
most...
right next to the ticket booth, basically
Yeah.
through the thoroughfare, like past the big top, past the Calliope, through this like large area with like the Pixie Kingdom and the bubble teapot. That's where the treant was walking, like through the thoroughfare, like around this kind of loop, down through the ticket booth around here. So you're like you're right here.
And the treant went that way. Cool. What is between like, I guess the Calliope and the big top are the most obvious things, like right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Between the two, which is less intimidating looking?
I mean, the big top is very large, and there's a lot of performers going on over there. Like that's where like you see a lot of stilt walkers and like elvish jugglers, and like it seems like there's a lot of. It doesn't seem like there's any show going on in the big top at the moment, but that's where a lot of like street performers are converging. The Calliope. Yeah, the Calliope. Let me make sure I get this completely right, because that one seems pretty. Not like it seems pretty barren. It's like so the first thing you notice is like the big top. It's very colorful. The Calliope is just a painted wagon where like a little monkey wearing a cloak is just turning a crank slowly over and over and over again. And that's where like the music seems to be emanating from. You can also notice make an insight check actually.
All right. $17.
You noticed that when you first got there, the music was like in tune when you first got there.
Mm-hmm.
With a 17, you notice that ever since you all got tickets, well, no, it was ever since that Zara girl like walked away from the ticket booth. Every so often, the Calliope plays an off-key note.
All right.
Like just like it was playing perfectly, and then ever so often you just notice that like it's been starting to just go off every little moment.
Golzog is gonna sort of nervously shuffle past the Calliope, trying not to make too long of eye contact with the monkey, but he is entertained by the fact that a monkey is there.
Okay.
But he's heard that they're strong and doesn't want to get attacked by it.
Okay. I'll say this. Make a perception check.
$20, dirty.
Okay. So you see that the monkey, as you like do a little glance over, you see that it's a brightly colored wagon, and the monkey is wearing a cloak covered in buttons. It turns a handle at the wagon's rear. As you are like walking by and you take one glance, you see a goblin dressed as a ladybug like toddles up to you, really like over it, just rattling a tin cup. And on the Calliope, you like at first you think like, oh no, like I like this, they want money from me, like I don't want this, you know, kind of like, you know, when people are asking for donations at Whole Foods, you're like you know, to sign your name on a thing, you're like, I don't know, I don't need it. But you notice with that perception check that in the cup are not coins of any kind, they're just a bunch of buttons. And that's when you see on the Calliope, it says there's this there's this rhyme written on like a chalkboard, like a sandwich board, that says, "Spare a button if you please. I'll sew it next to all of these. I offer nothing in its place besides a smile upon my face."
Huh. Golzok's gonna sort of nervously shuffle past on his way to the big top, but before he even gets to the big top, his eye is gonna get caught. Far off to his right is, I believe, the carousel.
Yeah. The carousel's over there.
He's gonna slowly and nervously head over to the carousel.
Okay, you're heading over to the carousel.
Yeah. Sorry about the whole description of the Calliope.
No, it's
that I made you say.
No, it's good for everyone to know that that's happening. The goblin also, by the way, in the ladybug thing, just kind of rattles, and then as you walk by, just kind of like goes,
No, thank you.
Doesn't say anything to you, just kind of like walks right back. Zara, what are you up to?
So based off of where I snuck in, am I close by or am I kind of off to the side?
I'd say that that's up to you. I think you snuck in just on this map. Like, because there's like a little bridge here, right? You probably like just hopped over a little bit of water and snuck in right around here, if you see on my pinging on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Right kind of like near this like empty area kind of by the bubble teapots. You could have walked closer towards them while like the whole treant was walking by. You could have walked closer to them if you want to.
Okay.
Your stealth check is still going.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do my best to like avoid anyone who looks official or anyone who looks like they work here. But
Yeah.
I'm also gonna try to look around to see if like anyone's pockets are loose and try to steal a ticket.
Oh, you're gonna try to steal a ticket from someone?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Or see if there's anything on the floor, like if anyone dropped it, that might be easier.
Make a perception check.
Okay. If this roll ever finishes. You know what? I'm gonna use physical dice. It's not working. Oh wait, no. Okay, 14.
14. I mean, you definitely find some people walking around with, you know, you could probably try to, you know, run their pockets. Seems pretty easy. For you, the ticket, yeah, you could definitely find someone to try.
Okay, and there's no tickets like on the floor that were dropped on accident that I just
no.
easily... Okay.
It seems like people are really holding on tight to them.
Okay.
They were told to, and so it seems like they're really, really holding on tight.
Okay, I'm gonna find like a good target and try to sleight of hand a ticket out of them.
Okay, are you kind of trying to hide in the shadows anywhere, or are you just trying to like, where are you going exactly? Are you just trying to like bump into someone, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like bump into someone, but also like somewhere that's like a little bit more crowded, a little more dense.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little more dense, that you'd probably have to walk kind of, I'd say a little more dense would probably be around the big top, or the mystery mine. You can like try to find something a little bit more densely packed.
I'll head towards the mystery mine just because it's away from the ticket booth.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
Okay. That's a watch.
Okay, as you're kind of like walking towards this place to like kind of get like just a better place to, you know, do any of this. Yeah. So that's interesting. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. 18.
18. Okay. So you still botched though. So wisdom saving throws. No, the wisdom saving throw is a pass, but with that botch, you just get like a chill down your spine for a moment. And you feel this weird tugging at your you feel this like weird tugging on you. Can you make a charisma saving throw?
Charisma. Oh. That's a -1 modifier. Oh, 15?
15. It's at this moment. Wow. It's exactly what you needed. It's at this moment that you're kind of like, you feel this tugging at you. And even with the botch, you didn't notice it. You were so focused on like kind of sneaking and skulking around that you didn't notice that right next to your own shadow was another. And you see, as you feel this tugging on you, you turn around and see this shadow has risen up and has like been taking your shadow strand by strand and has scissors to them. And at this moment, you feel it tug and you pull back and look at them. And the shadow slinks back into the ground and starts moving away from you.
Is it heading towards anyone else? Like, is it seeking a new target?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Insight, okay. 21.
21. At this point, it doesn't look like it's going towards a new target. It looks like it's heading towards just any truly shadowy, shaded area, of which there are lots of little pockets. And you know that once it like gets there, it'll just blend in. Like, it'll just fully blend in. But it doesn't look like it's going for any target. It looks like it's just running away from you as fast as possible.
I want to follow it.
You want to follow it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay. Let me just see something here. Okay. Oh, wait. Make a perception check.
Okay. 9.
9. Okay. You are following it. You're seeing this shadow kind of like go on the ground. The shadow, it looks to be this like tall, slender frame on the ground. Like, you can almost see, like, it feels like it's a shadow of someone tall, someone lithe. But as you're going, you see it's heading towards like just a group of people, and you're like, oh no, and then it kind of slinks into a person's shadow, and then you see it go to another shadow, and then you see there's this like kind of pocket, and you're going away from the mystery mine, past snail racing towards the Hall of Illusions. Like, it's moving fast. You are able to keep up enough, but it is kind of like, what's your speed?
25 feet.
25 feet. Okay, it is kind of darting pretty fast away from you. And as it gets right towards like around the Hall of Illusions is, people seem to be keeping a wide berth from the Hall of Illusions, and there are like a lot of shaded areas. It seems like it's not as well lit as other places. The shadow gets into a patch of darkness, and you have no idea where it's gone.
I kind of want to go in the Hall of Illusions.
Okay, we'll get back to you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So the three who were at the Treant and you made your wishes, what would you like to do?
Griselda sees Gulzog kind of slinking off.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, Gulzog, wait for me. Where are you going?
Full muted, Marty.
Full mute.
You're still, for some
Full
reason, muted.
muted.
No, we can't hear you, buddy.
Yeah, that's weird.
My mic.
There you are.
Yeah, I know. I unplugged my mic. Let me plug it back in. But Golzog goes and is startled.
Okay. So,
Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear
yeah.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well,
Alright.
Griselda runs towards Golzog with her little piggy.
And he sees Griselda, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, great.
That's,
It's just you. Yeah, that was, I'm not startled at all.
Why are you freaking out?
I'm not freaking out. I do fine in places unfamiliar to me. Got nerves of steel. I was gonna go check out the carousel. Would you like to come with me?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, great. I was, a little nervous about going over to the carousel by myself.
Why? Is it because the monkey? Is it because of the monkey?
Golzog doesn't respond and then just heads over to the carousel.
Wait, Golzog, there's a monkey.
Yeah, I saw it.
Can she see the ladybug woman and just kind of like take off a button haphazardly and give her one and run off after Golzog?
yeah, you put a button in the cup as you're running off. Okay.
I don't need these anyway.
Okay.
Is
Good-
your
good to
button
know.
like a diamond?
Yeah, it's like a jewel encrusted.
Like a
it's like
full
very
gemstone.
valuable. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I'm imagining her like half in the dress upward, and then like the bottom half is kind of like the bloomers that are underneath because she just took off the skirt.
Right. She took off the skirt and it's just like kind of has like the.
And she's also all fucked up from falling.
That's true. That's very true. Okay. Yeah. You've given one the monkey just kind of, you notice, just waves at you, smiling.
Does Golzog see that?
I mean, if you're still looking at it, yeah.
He's put off by it.
Understood. I get that. And you're making your way over to the carousel?
And I go,
Yes.
I love. Let's go to the carousel. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Cool, you go first.
Okay.
Okay, so you see as you're heading over to the carousel, and while you're walking through, like you're seeing fairgoers, like kids with face paint. You're seeing jugglers. You see a bunch of pixies surrounding a guy whose like head turns into a donkey, and they all start giggling, and he looks
Oh.
not happy about it. But they're all giggling, and kids are pointing and laughing, and make of it what you will. But that's what's happening at this carnival. You see. Definitely, as you're walking by, you see these smaller stalls, like not big attractions, but you see like there's a ring toss. There seems to be a stage where people are doing poems. There's these giant snails over, like that you've seen in the distance, but like you see the snail racing over there. You hear people like shouting and jeering. But as you make your way over to the carousel, it's a procession of wooden unicorns stands motionless on a circular platform. You see fairgoers are getting onto the carousel. You see them getting their tickets punched. There's a female, what looks like a centaur, like sets the ride into motion. The unicorns, like these wooden unicorns, like creak and shake to life. Like not just static, they shake to life, like shaking their manes. And they just start cantering around the carousel, and these kids are loving it, because it's not just these carousel horses going up and down. These are kind of like animated wooden horses riding around in this carousel.
Okay, Golzog is waiting to see what Griselda does. Sorry.
Yeah, she goes. Where's the ticket taker?
Okay, yeah, so you go over to like a ride is in progress. And this centaur walks up to you. She, like everyone else, has like this, kind of fairground thing. She has like her bottom half is kind of like this brown white, almost like warhorse thing. Like it feels like it's a warhorse. And on top is just that same brown and white coloring. These big butterfly fairy wings, like most of the staff has. Just kind of looks at you, goes, "Oh, hi. Do you want to take a ride on the carousel?"
Yes, please. Is that okay?
Of course. Of course it's okay.
Golzog nervously hands his ticket over without saying anything.
Well, you're gonna have to wait a second so that you're done. It's fun, though. While you're riding, there's a riddle. The horses like to gossip.
Thank you.
Is that the whole riddle?
No. The horses like to tell you things, and not everyone cares, but I have to tell everyone. If you speak to them, they'll give you a riddle. If you tell them all their names, you'll earn their trust.
What are their names?
That's the riddle.
Oh.
Golzog is gonna turn sort of nervously to Griselda and be like, I'm really not good at riddles. Do you should I still go on the carousel with you? I don't have to.
I think it would be more fun if we did it together, but
yeah, I'll come. I will come on the carousel. Happy to do it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm great. I'm not having a panic attack. I'm like I said, excited to learn about where we are, and yeah, it all feels good. These new experiences feel good to me, Golzog.
Well, we're not really new friends. We're old friends. Don't you remember?
Oh. Yeah, no, you, Griselda, I feel totally at ease with you. But may I make a confession? All of the not sideshow, excuse me, carnival attractions with strange things that are slightly off about them and like weirdly, like the magical realism is very much something I'm not used to, and I'm just a little nervous.
That makes sense. Do you want to hold my pig?
I would love to hold your pig.
Cool.
Golzog, if he's being offered, accepts the gem pig.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh no.
Is it okay if she comes with us? She asks the centaur.
Yes. It's fine. Oh, you'll need these. Not many people are taking up the idea. They just like to ride the ride, but here. And you see that all the riders have these, like, some people are kind of like trying to solve the riddle. You see some people are getting off their horses and going over to other horses while it's happening. They all have these like paintbrushes with like a little thing of red paint.
There you go.
You see that they there are these like name tags on each of the horses. Some have full names visible, like they're just like there, but some have only like one letter. And there are some people who are riding the horses and some who are just kind of walking around, going to each horse after getting off of theirs, like trying to figure out the riddle. But it seems like it's kind of, they're doing it half-heartedly and it's coming to an end.
That's
what
a
was-
10 on the animal handling. Yeah.
Okay, that is a success. The gem pig doesn't freak out and start running away from you. The gem pig, when you look into this gem pig's eyes, it regards you with pure apathy.
Golzog is just excited to be holding a non-hostile animal, and is very taken with the cute small pig. Not very similar, but also completely different from the feral boars of his homeland.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking right at me. What's its name?
Her name is Ladybug.
Ladybug.
Family name.
I like that.
Oh, also, this is fully on me because I forgot about this. I think it's happened like 5 times now. Marty, did Gulzog do a dance every time Gulzog's name was said?
Fuck. That's Marty forgetting. Golzog would definitely remember.
Well, yeah, no, and that's I'm just saying we have to remember that.
Because narration doesn't count, right? It's just every time his name is said.
Every time his name is said, but Griselda said his name like 3 times.
Golzog is going to almost drop the pig, and then go, Grumsh, shove the pig back into Griselda's arms, and then immediately start dancing.
Okay, make a perception
God.
check.
I gotta dance every time you say my name. 5.
5. Okay, you don't notice anything, but the dance is you're doing it, and you're doing it great. And the carousel is ending. We'll get to you in a second. We'll do the carousel, but I want to know what Marabella and Tone are doing.
Oh God, no.
So I think
Bye, Griselda. Wow, she really just left,
Bye.
didn't she?
I feel like we should have kept in a buddy system of some kind.
Yeah, we really didn't have any plan. Everyone just kind of wandered off.
No, everyone just just jumped right in. This I'm kind of in sensory overload right now. I say we just say what we want to go do on 3 at the same time.
Okay.
Okay? 1,
1,
2, 3.
3. Bubble pot teapot.
Sexy Kingdom. Wait, what'd you say?
Oh, I said bubble pot teapot.
Love
But
it.
They're right.
Love
they're
it.
right next to each other. So let's go.
I love tea. Let's go. And by the
love
way, this is my
cookies.
child.
Oh.
This is my child. This tomato is my child.
You look very young to have a son. Oh, it's a tomato.
It's tomato. It's just my. You were there. I was just.
Oh, that's right.
I have
Sorry,
to
I'm focused
introduce-
on my flower crown here.
Do you have any water to take with you? It's fine.
I imagine they're probably like, stations to fill up your water bottle at. Like places are having that more and more these days. Or I'll just ask. Maybe
Let's
it's a bubble
go.
pot teapot.
Let's go see that giant teapot. Yeah.
I'm rather perched myself.
Okay, so you walk over to the teapot. It's a 20-foot tall teapot, rests on a wooden platform. It's painted, its like surface is painted with this like moving imagery of flying dragons, and like all the painting is truly moving. Flying dragons and like just breathing a stream of bubbles. There's a door at the base of the teapot, and it allows entry into the interior. And then you've been seeing it a lot lately. Every so often, a large bubble comes out of the top of the teapot, and inside that bubble is a fairgoer just being like, Yahoo! And just is like flying around.
Oh,
And it's
I don't
bubble.
wait. I'm going in. I'm going into that. We made the right choice.
Reach June and Marabella. Like,
Wait, do we have to click a ticket?
Yeah. There's someone who's just
Ticket,
like right
ticket.
by the door.
Marabella, ticket.
okay.
You do notice that this is another person that you're now meeting. So.
This is my child. Please click my ticket. This is my child. I haven't chosen a name for my child yet because I feel like, you shouldn't name your child, and I don't know, like it should be more like a discussion. This is too much information. Will you click? What if I gotta get in that bubble?
Yeah. it's just a halfling who's just like, all right, here you go, and clicks has like this. Think about here. There you go. Have fun, child.
Let's go. And then I'm in.
Marabella will give her
running in.
Marabella will give her ticket as well.
Yeah. And you see, like, it truly is like a Disneyland ride. Like, you get in and there's just a line, like, it kind of swirls up for a second. But it's not. You're early on in the day.
Okay.
So it's not too bad.
Is there a fast pass here?
Yeah.
Do I do two? Can I do two? Plus. 2 bargains. Let's go back, get 2 bargains, and then we'll get a fast pass.
As you're standing in the teapot, though, you feel like, oh, I have to get to the top, and that's when it will go. But you start seeing just people around you just being, like, enveloped in a bubble. Like, you see a dragon on the inside of the teapot, like a painted dragon turn, and just go like, have fun! And then this painted dragon just blows a bubble, and out from the teapot, it envelops someone, and they just start lifting off. And you see, there's kind of this one moment where it seems fun, but then there's like a parent and child duo, and the parent is like, Dad! And he's like, it's okay, son, I'm right behind you. He's like, Dad! And it's just freaking out as it goes.
Oh, man.
And that's, at that moment, you start to both feel like this bubble envelop you. And like it goes for tone first, and you start lifting off the ground.
So we're in separate bubbles?
Yeah, you're in separate bubbles. And you go flying out of the spout, floating, and now you're getting a bird's eye view of the entire carnival, and it is beautiful. Like it is like so weird and beautiful, but eerie. And make a perception check for me.
I'm guessing both of us, right?
Yeah, you will be making one as well, Marabella.
Ooh, 17.
Oh, 17? 14. Okay. 14, Marabella, you're just having a good old time. What you notice is what you've basically been seeing. You do notice what we said that Zara noticed, which is that the Hall of Illusions is kind of, people are keeping a wide berth from that. You are able to see from this bird's eye view, though, behind the big top is the staff area, which you haven't really seen before, but it's this like kind of caravan, kind of circled together, and then around that caravan is perimeter of like a thicket that looks like it's been magically created to protect it. You are floating with a 17. Tone, you just see... You see... what looks like... a kid? Like, wandering away. Like, you're flying up and you see a kid wandering away from, like, the pixie kingdom. Kind of looking a little bit lost for a moment. And then you see, looks like a little girl with a big lollipop just kind of saunter on over to the kid. And then something just strikes you a little bit odd about this. You just see this like girl with a lollipop walking over to this kid. The kid looked lost for a moment. And for like a brief second, the kid just kind of stops moving. And then the girl with the lollipop turns around and starts walking. And the kid just kind of walks after her.
Is it like Frozen when he stopped moving? Was it unnatural stopping?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Yeah. Insight's fine.
10.
10. There's something that just felt weird about it to you. It was just everyone seemingly having fun, and it was just this moment that felt almost spotlighted to you. It's at this moment that you see the bubbles, you haven't really noticed and never really thought to what happens to get out of the bubbles. You haven't really noticed that at all. Make a dexterity check, like an acrobatics check for me.
8.
8. Okay. Okay. Marabella, as you as well, can you make an acrobatics check for me?
Mm-hmm. What is that for me now?
Rolling low.
12?
12. Okay. Marabella, you can kind of feel like, okay, you can kind of direct this bubble. You see that after a while, it doesn't like gently land. It goes so that you don't take any damage, but it does pop, and then like the people just kind of fall out of the bubbles. You see that you can kind of at this point direct it to where you want to land. You see Tone is just kind of spinning around in the bubble, unable to gain any control. And I'm gonna, and like it's at this point that you can either follow him if you want, but it's very clear that Tone does not have control over where he is going. The bubble is just taking him randomly wherever.
Can I try to like bounce the bubble?
With the acrobatics check you made of a 12, no. You were able to
Okay.
You were able to like get it, but you are like far enough away. You were just able to like gain control of it, but you just see that Tone is like just kind of spinning faster and faster away from you. It looks like Tone's bubble is heading towards the dragonfly rides.
Okay.
As you see like these dragonflies flying over. At least that's around where he's heading. You can either go where you want, or you can follow this random path that is like just truly like zigzagging around.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll follow him.
Okay.
Everywhere is new and fun.
Yeah, and it's at this moment that it's just like, and you just fall. It's just not enough to do any damage, but it's enough to be like, ow! And you hear these pixies all laughing at you.
Ow.
Like
Am I sick from all the spinning?
Make a con save.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Oh, 8.
Yeah, you feel really nauseous, my dude. You feel really, you were so stoked to do this, and it was a weird time, because what happened just now for Tone is that Tone was like, I'm so excited to go on this ride, went on it, saw a weird interaction between a kid and another kid, and then just started flying away, and now feels fully sick. Marabella, you're fine.
Oh, that was amazing! Didn't you think so? I love when we were up in the air, getting like a proper bird's eye view.
I feel sick.
Oh no. Sorry. I'm gonna go get some water for me plant, and I'll just go run to the river real quick because we're right by it, and like give my little flower crown some water.
Great. We're going to move on over to Zara. You are moving into the Hall of Illusions at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to steal a ticket though before I go in.
Okay. Make another. Well, the Hall of Illusions is like barren. Like there's not a lot of people around there. So you'd have to go somewhere a little bit like somewhere else. Make another perception check, because like you have to make another one just because of what happened with that shadow. It's so weird.
I botched.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Jasmine. Okay. Let me roll.
Ah, man. Marty, you're muted.
I said yikes. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Okay. I know that it's not a damage botch roll, right? I have my own way of doing the table, but that was a 97. So, we are going. So, there is this thing where these tickets are not just pieces of paper. You know, they're not just like small pieces of paper. And you can tell that because you're trying as hard as you can to find people like where their tickets are and how to get a hold of them. And you start to think back to your own self about like, how did I ever lose a ticket? Or did I ever even have one when I first came here? And every single person you look at, you're able to kind of do your scan of their body, and you can see where they're holding their coins, where they're holding anything, and it just feels like the ticket is eluding you. Like if you were to go for a pocket, you just have no idea where you would even start for some reason. Also on a botch, I think at this point, let me do one thing here. Hey. You hear, well, actually, you don't hear until it's too late. Right behind you, you hear a little jingle jangle, and then you hear, "Stick 'em up!" And you turn around, and Thicket is there. Inside the carnival now. Thicket has gotten the jump on you wildly. Like, genuinely for the first time ever, Thicket got the jump on you. But Thicket also is wearing a jester's cap with bells on it that he was not wearing before.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, I tried to sneak in, and they caught me, and then they put this hat on me so that I wouldn't do it again.
So how are you in?
I'm, well, I love unicorns a lot. I talked to the weird guy out front, and he said that I had to say that, but then he gave me this ticket because I don't have money.
All right. Well, you're here, I guess. What am I gonna do?
And that's what you get for a botch.
So the Hall of Illusions, is anyone manning that, like taking a ticket for that?
Yeah. So the Hall of Illusions, you see, Thicket is like super excited to be near you. Also super excited that you clearly, like, again, it feels like he got the jump on you. This jester's cap though, like as Thicket is around you, it's very, like every step, it kind of makes you insane that you didn't hear Thicket coming up behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Because Thicket is, every step Thicket takes is just like a little jingle jangle, and you remember back, that Nicholas Midnight did warn that if you got caught, a special hat might be put on you. And you look at this Hall of Illusions, and there is like this big tent that's like swirling. It almost looks on the outside, like the colors are running and swirling as if it's like a hypnosis, like black and white swirl. You also see essentially like a Zoltar machine from Big on one side. There's just a couple of people standing next to this like wooden box with like a what looks like a woman, like an animatronic almost woman inside. And then on the other side there's this like next to the entrance of the Hall of Illusions, there's this monochrome just elf. This monochrome elf dressed like with like clown makeup on, but genuinely all color seems to be drained from him. Wearing butterfly wings, but again also purely black and white. And he's just kind of staring at you.
And I know that the shadow went into the Hall of Illusion, right?
Well, you don't know where the shadow went. The shadow went towards the Hall of Illusions because it was like the place that was the most dimly lit. But you have no idea where the shadow actually went. It slinked back into the shadows, and now you don't fully know.
Okay. Well, since I can't steal a ticket and I want a ticket,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to steal 10 silver pieces off of some random person.
Okay.
I'm trying to get a real ticket.
Okay. You'll kind of shake this off. You do realize, because even with bots, you realize that you can pretty easily like find people, but sneaking around. Now that Thicket is with you, sneaking around seems like it's gonna be a problem. And like you're kind of, you go into like sneak mode, and Thicket's like, oh yeah, who's the mark, and like sneaks down with you, and you just hear like ding 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 ding.
Thicket, I got a job for you. Okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna go find my friends. You saw the people. You were sneaking around there. You saw the people I was with, right?
Were you with them?
Yes, I was with them.
Okay.
Go find them.
Okay. Is there? Do I get? Is this like a mission for me?
Yes, it's a mission. It's very important. You got to go find them.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
All right, I'm not using that dice anymore. 13?
13. Okay. I'm gonna go.
Okay, great. Again, it's really important. It's really
Right.
important. The most important job in the world.
Okay. So the second you turn away from Thicket, the second you turn away from Thicket and start to go forward, you just hear ding 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 ding, like right behind you. Thicket lied and then came right back. But then did really bad on the stealth check.
Thicket, I don't know how to put this. You're making so much noise. You're making the most noise of any person in this entire carnival. So I'm gonna need you to go find my friends, please.
Okay, fine. But then we can do fun things.
I will find you, and yes, we'll go do the fun things. I'll take you on whatever ride you want.
Okay, and then Thicket will then start sprinting off, and you just hear like ding 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 ding, and you see that. Make an Arcana check.
13.
13. The hat seems magical. The hat seems like it's not coming off. Like that hat is just like on Thicket's head, because Thicket keeps like shaking his head off and nothing's moving. We're gonna come back to you, and we will go on over to the people at the carousel. So the centaur, or at least what looks like a centaur, is guiding you into the carousel, and just goes, so if you want to ride, you can just ride on them, but if you want to, solve the riddle and learn secrets about stuff, then you gotta paint their names that you learn on the names.
Okay.
Do you want to hold my pig? Are you okay?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Am I good at that? Let's see. I'm okay. Oh, dang it. 7.
With a 7, she doesn't want to hold the pig. Like, she's just like,
Okay.
no. But make an insight check.
Insight. I have advantage.
Yes, you do.
Okay, 15. 23.
23. She seems bummed. She seems like there is a deep sadness behind this person's eyes. Like, the 23 it doesn't seem like just she had a bad day. She's had a bad life, and she's not very, very unhappy. You can tell with a 23, because that's very high for level 1. With a 23, you can tell she is uncomfortable in her body.
Oh,
Like,
no.
does not
Oh, no.
feel like she does not like.
Being a centaur?
It seems like that's true, yeah.
You both just kind of stand here. Is everything okay? I did not make an inside check.
Right. Everything is fine.
What's your name?
And she's just like, the people are still getting off of the carousel. My name? Diana.
Diana, everyone always thinks I'm sad, but I know what true sadness looks like. If you ever need anything, you can always call on the Calzinis.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, let's go. Let's freaking go.
Let's go.
19.
19. She just goes like, she goes to say something. She was like, okay.
Golzaga's gonna look for an item for her to throw up into.
Okay, yeah, you can find, actually, weirdly enough, there's a bucket right by where she was standing.
Golzag grabs it.
You see brown tree sap comes spilling out of her mouth. And she just goes, and whispers to both of you. And at this moment, you see that Diana looks down at your hands, and those like weird stamps, those like tattoos on your hand are present. She goes, "Oh, the unicorns might be able to help you too."
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hand you this bucket.
Mm-hmm. I shouldn't have said anything. And she just kind of looks at you kindly, but then gestures towards the carousel. And then
does she punch one of the ticket parts?
Yeah, she punches the holes in the ticket, but you've noticed with that persuasion check, you're the only ones led on to the ride.
Oh.
Like, there's just a moment, there's like a lull, and people don't seem to be that angry about it, but like, you're just the only ones on the ride now, and...
What?
Hey, Griselda, did you notice that we're the only ones on, and then I assume the gates are closing or something?
Well, yeah, well, the unicorns that, like, went back to still just kind of shake over to life, and it starts to go.
Okay.
It starts to just kind of happen. Sorry, I just have to...
Golzag is going to look for one with some pretty hair.
Okay, you're able to find that pretty quickly.
Why?
To ride! It's a carousel!
Make a... This is not the music I want. Make a perception check for me.
Both of us?
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, God!
What? I got 21.
21?
I botched.
Okay.
No.
Arguably, Golzag, you find the one with the worst hair, and you go
That's
straight
fine.
for that one. So as the ride starts going, it's really just like you're on a platform. The platform isn't even really spinning, it feels. It's just that these horses have become, like, these unicorns have become alive, and they've started clopping around. This is just, I keep not finding the right music that I want. I'm sorry, everyone. It's more for me. Okay.
You said it's not spinning, but the unicorns are clopping around the
unicorns
rotunda?
are just, they're just going around in a circle. We're just going to keep with this. But with the 20... With you see the riddle that they were talking about. Like, you have those paintbrushes and paint, and you see the names. You see like these empty names, right? But you see the names Fortune. Like, one of the unicorns is named Fortune. One of them is named Fall.
Cool.
One of them is named Stone. And one of them's name is Stitch. And what was
that's all of them?
Well, there's 8 horses.
Okay.
Because you have to find out all of their names. What was your insight again? It was like 20... Or the perception
21.
or something like that? Yeah, 21.
The last thing I did, I botched.
No, I know you botched. You're so you go to the horse, the unicorn with like the worst hair, and you don't really even notice. You kind of forgot what you were doing here. You are just kind of enjoying the ride. You, I think, get on one of the unicorns and just ride. Or at least because you don't know what's going on. Griselda, though, remember, like, you felt what was told to you by Diana.
Yeah.
And you start seeing, so there's Fortune, but then there's also some weird...
Okay. Yeah, great.
There's there's a name tag that just has a B on it. Like the letter B, and then 3 blank spaces.
Okay.
There's one that has PR with 3 blank spaces.
Okay.
There's one with M, 2 blank spaces, and an S.
Wait, so M, 2 blank spaces, then an S?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then one that has, and this is the weirdest one, it's blank blank N blank.
Okay.
And that's what you got.
Okay. Gulzog, do you see that? There's a bunch of letters missing.
Golzog is shaken out of his euphoria of riding a unicorn on a thing. Just like, I'm doing it.
You were riding the one that has M blank blank S.
Golzog is gonna look at his unicorn specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a check or anything, or just like look around at the mane, the bridle, all the stuff, the horn?
Make an investigation check.
Jesus Christ, I have not been rolling well. That is a 6.
Yeah, okay, so you, like, Griselda's like, hey, look at these unicorns, and you look at the unicorn, and you're like...
They're all majestic. I don't know what to tell you, Griselda. I don't know why I was worried about anything. This is delightful.
Ay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Can I roll anything? Can I roll some kind of like...
Yeah, make an investigation check, and I'll...
Yes! Gladly.
And can I look at if she's on a unicorn or near a unicorn? Can I look at that one?
Sure.
Great.
Just tell... Yeah, you have all of the names. Just tell me which one you would have wanted to look at.
All right.
I got 17, by the way.
17. With your investigation, Griselda, you can tell it's a riddle, and so it has to do with their names. And so, like, the names themselves, it probably has nothing to do with what the unicorns look like or what their what is on them. It's just like, okay, we have Pride, Fall, Stone, Stitch.
Mhm.
Dylan, I'm so sorry. I think you might have given away Pride. There's Fortune, Fall, Stone, Stitch, and then there was PR triple space,
Oh yeah,
which I was gonna look at.
Well, I gave it away. I can do a different one if that's the case. I will.
Okay.
I'll give you
Ah!
So, I'm
shoot.
so sorry to call you out like that
no,
in
no,
front
no,
of everybody.
No, it's good.
You homework gamed. It's okay.
Whatever the new
Yeah.
one is, I will look at that one.
Cool. Sorry, we're gonna retcon that because that's my fault.
Oh, good.
No, this is a weird puzzle that it's pretty fun.
So no more pride.
Okay, so it's
Marty, you were frozen like
yeah. Let's
Oh.
do
7 minutes ago, but now you're
Was I frozen for a long time?
a little bit.
I didn't mean to be.
for like 2 minutes.
Okay.
A minute and a half.
We're gonna do it's Bird. His name is Bird. And then just W blank blank blank.
Okay. W
Wait.
blank 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 is what I'm gonna look at.
Okay. Like I said, sorry. So you have
Wait, is
Fort-
Bird another one of them?
yeah, so sorry, we're getting rid of sorry, it's because of my own fuck up. We're getting rid of Fall. And we have Fortune, Stone, Stitch, and Bird.
Got it. Instead of Fortune, Fall, Stitch, and Bird. Fortune, Stone. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
I get what
yes,
you
yes,
mean.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No
but-
more Fall and Bird instead.
Yes.
Stitch.
Sorry that I
Bird.
messed up.
You're beautiful,
No
Dylan.
worries.
Yeah, you're beautiful.
But again, with that insight check or with that investigation check, Griselda, it has like nothing to do with what the unicorns look like, or at least that doesn't make sense. It should just be about their names.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. Fortune, Stone, Stitch, and Bird.
And then it's W triple blank.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look at W triple blank.
Okay.
Is that a check or anything? Yeah.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Finally, something good. 16.
Okay. As you're making the investigation check, you see that there's supposed to be 3 more letters after.
On its name tag.
Yeah, honest. Like that's what the blanks are, and
Okay.
you are also aware that's like, okay, so this is a word game. Doesn't have anything to do with the unicorns themselves.
Okay.
And with a 16,
Fortune, Stone, Stitch.
I guess with a 16 and also with Griselda's, you can tell that they are paired.
Oh. Hey, Griselda. Couple things. It's a word game. It doesn't have anything to do with how the unicorns look. And 2, I think they're paired. So this one with the W and the blanks after it must have something to do with the ones that are already named. Maybe Fortune, Stone, Stitch, and Bird. Or it could have something to do with one of the as yet unnamed unicorns.
Right.
How do I figure it out?
Yeah, I mean, we can just do it. We don't have to do an entire puzzle. We can just do investigation checks if you want.
I mean, Gulzog can ask the W triple blank unicorn.
It's true. You can talk to them. They don't seem to. Yeah. I'll say with your investigation check, you also talk to them. They seem like they're kind of tight-lipped until.
Okay.
It's kind of like.
because they look fully real, right?
No, they look real,
Walmart-
and you were also told that they will talk to you, and if you asked any of them, they all kind of just go, "What's my name?"
Oh,
Okay. Golzog is going to go up to one of the other already named ones.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I go up to Fortune
Okay.
and point at W triple blank
Mhm.
and go, excuse me? What's that unicorn's name?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
All right.
Do nat 20s.
I know.
Well, it's between a natural 8 and a natural 4, so it's going to be 5.
It goes, "Have you ever heard of a riddle?"
oh,
And
My
there it is. So Golzog is going to take a step back
Mm-hmm.
and I'll do checks. Marty Abby Schneider cannot do riddles.
Understood. And we should go
You're
on break soon
stupid.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
is there any way to do any kind of animal handling check? Like to be so charming to the unicorns?
Yeah, I'll do that.
You can make an animal handling check.
May I as
Yeah,
well?
sure. Both of you.
Can I
make
do
an
the
animal
one
handling
with
check.
M?
Sure.
Can I do the one with? Okay.
All right, that's 18 to
18.
W and triple blank.
It's a dirty 20.
Okay, with those animal handling checks, they're like they like the fact that you are being so attentive to them, and that you're actually trying to figure out their names. So I'll just say that you can, at this moment, they kind of start prancing in a way, and you can tell with how they're prancing, each of the different pairs are prancing in their own way. And like, so they're kind of like doing like dressage, but they're all doing it in their own special way. And so you can tell that Stone is paired with M.
Mm-hmm.
Stitch is paired with N.
Mm-hmm.
Fortune is paired with B, and Bird with W.
Okay. Are we allowed to just like make a guess?
Yeah, you can just say things if you want.
Okay. Griselda will whisper to the M one and say, "Is your name Moss?"
It'll just be like, "Oh, that's my name."
Oh,
And so Griselda just like shrieks of happiness, but she doesn't ever smile. So it's just like a shriek.
Oh, that's horrifying.
and Bird is paired with W.
Mm-hmm.
Golzog is going to go up to W and go, excuse me, is your name Ren?
That's
W-R-E.
that's not my name.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Does anything bad happen when he guesses
no,
wrong?
no, nothing bad happens. But it does feel like you're getting to the end of the ride, you know?
Oh no!
it even goes like, I'm done talking with you.
Oh. Birds that start with W. Oh no. And then Stitch with N as the third letter. Is that like
Mm-hmm.
and it's 4 letters. So any thoughts, Natasha?
Stitch.
Well, Natasha,
'Cause
how did you get? I'll say this, Natasha. Just so say, it. How did you get to Moss?
Like a phrase, like stone
Like-
and moss, like a rolling.
Moss on the stone, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A
Rolling
wren's a
stone.
type of bird. That's what I was going for.
But
Like,
that's not a phrase, is it?
oh.
No, but like a phrase, like
Is it wing?
What's your phrase?
The unicorn's just like,
Golzog is gonna say to Griselda, if you want to see if it's wing, I don't know if there's a phrase that has bird and wing in the same sense, but I don't know a lot of phrases.
Oh
So.
fuck! That's like the one phrase. Stitch and.
I think we're gonna leave you here for
Yeah.
a second, and we're gonna
Yes.
go. I think we're gonna go on break. I think
Sounds
we're gonna
good.
go on break. Take a break. We'll be back here. We're gonna go to the Dragon Riders. We're gonna go to Dragon Riders. We're going to see, the Dragon rides, the Dragonfly rides, and we're gonna also see what the hell Zara's getting up to.
Yes.
I don't know.
I swear
I'm so
we'll figure
excited.
it out by the time we get back to us.
I can't wait.
We got this.
Also, I'll say this: what I said was a big hint, so we'll think about that at the break. We'll see you in like 7 minutes, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. We're gonna stay with these two over on the carousel. I honestly thank you so much. Also, for those who do love the music at the beginning, I do want to say it is not Matthew's original composition. It is a very good piece of music that we will be using for the rest of the series. Matthew's music will be coming soon, so don't get too attached. But that music is not going anywhere. That's just for the intro music. Matthews is coming once he's done getting his house fumigated for termites. All right. That's just a thing.
This is killing me.
All right. Back with these two at the carousel.
Okay, Griselda. I think I know which phrase is tied to bird. Do you want
I
to?
know that one too.
Okay. Do you want to say it on the same time at the same time?
The word or the phrase?
The word.
Okay. I think it's more fun to say the phrase.
All right.
Ready?
The phrase then. 1, 2, 3. The early bird gets the worm.
Yes.
Okay, great.
That's my name!
Oh, thank Grump.
Oh God. Okay.
And then we still have Stitch and blank blank and blank. I can barely read. What do you think it is?
And you can see that like you should have been done with the ride by now, but because you were so nice to Diana, you can see that like she's like having it go a little longer, but it's kind of looking at you like,
oh, I can tell she wants us to get off, but she's letting us go longer. I'm uncomfortable.
Can I do an investigation check on the fortune one?
I would also like to do an investigation check.
okay, yeah,
have
sure.
on Stitch.
Wait, which one are you doing on, Marty?
I'm doing it for the one that is Stitch
Okay.
and blank blank and blank.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Investigation.
Mhm.
Investigation. Oh, yes. Okay. 19.
Marty? 4? Okay. Marty, you just go straight up. You're like, oh, okay. You go straight up to the unicorn, and you're just... You don't know what you're even trying to do anymore. Because Golzog is just like, and it's a pretty fitting moment. Also, I think there's a couple of moments where your name has been... You also, in that moment, realize your name was said, and you start...
Oh!
Yeah.
Dance. Yep.
And you just start thinking to yourself, Griselda, with a... What was it, 19, you said? 19. Fortune favors...
The brave! No smile. Brave! The bull!
Oh, that's my name! And Golzog, you do see that you have to, like... The paint is there to, like, write the name in, so you kind of, like, resign yourself to, I can do one thing, and it's that you are just start painting in their names fully.
Yeah.
Okay.
And still racking his brain, but not sure yet.
Right.
Okay, let's go for one more check on that. Right?
Okay, I'll say just Griselda make it. At this point, Golzog, you are painting the signs.
Done for. Okay.
Oh, that's not bad, Hannah. The one you sent to the group chat.
Thank you. I know it's not right.
17.
No, because it would
17.
be stitches. Yeah.
This one's genuinely the one that, like, I don't really know that well, so it's kind of mean of me to do this, but you just start, like, thinking back to, like, all the things that your dad would say, like, just weird proverbs and phrases.
Yeah. She's closing her eyes, going like this.
And then you're just like this, and you just hear, like, well, you know, baby, a stitch in time. A stitch in time saves. And this one's, again, rough. And you just make a perception check.
Okay. Let's freaking go. A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You see, as you're, like, going around, you just see Diana. And again, this is strictly because you were kind to Diana. And with that persuasion check earlier. You see Diana mouthing something to you.
Can I look to see what she's mouthing?
Well, she already got it.
Okay.
I mean, you can, though, if you want.
Okay.
Make a perception check. But instantly after she mouths something, she starts throwing up sap again.
19.
19. You both see that she just mouths the word 9.
9! That's the dumbest phrase in the world. A stitch in time saves 9 means nothing.
And then
he's gonna write 9 onto the unicorn.
and then the unicorn just goes, "Ooh, that's my name, and I didn't like how you said it.
I'm very sorry.
I hated how you said it. Apologize immediately."
I'm so sorry.
And it's at this moment that, like, she's, like, throwing up sap, but the carousel doesn't stop. But Marty, you were
Is she
writing
using the bucket?
She is using the bucket.
Okay, great.
Marty, you were writing moss. Which was the original horse that you went to, Griselda?
Your original horse was the M.
Well, no, that was moss. That was what Marty was writing. What were you writing?
What
You
was
can
I
just-
writing?
You can just pick anyone. It doesn't really matter.
Bird.
Cool. So you go up to Moss and Bird, kind of go like, kind of like with their hooves, gesture over, like, kind of come over here, to each of you individually. Bird kind of leans in close to you. And this goes, "You're missing something, aren't you? Ooh, you're missing something."
send that to me or to Natasha?
No, that's to Natasha.
Okay.
Well, I can tell you. Someone has it. Do you know of what I speak?
I think I do, but also it could just be my personality.
Maybe. All you need to know is this. There's a place beyond the mirrors. And beyond the mirrors, there's another place where there ain't no color anymore. Where there ain't no color anymore, there is one spot of color. One little tiny rainbow. If I were to go looking for something that might make me smile, I'd start looking there. And then for you, Golzog.
Mm-hmm.
Moss just kind of goes, so are you looking for something?
I wasn't sure I was, but I guess, yeah?
Beyond the mirrors, there's someone you might want to meet. Goes by the name Proudmane.
Proudmane?
Proudmane.
Okay.
And then like that's the
That's it.
like that's it. Just and then they both
Did
go
they
rigid. They both
Look
just
like
go
no!
rigid. They both go rigid. And we're gonna go over to the dragonfly rides. Over to you all, you have just fallen down. You see that this is where that treant who did like that walkabout and was like, hello, welcome, is now just kind of sitting by, kind of just laughing and clapping along as these giant dragonflies are hopping around from like lily pad to lily pad. There's these lily pads that rest on the surface of a pool glistening with like phosphorescent algae. The dragonflies use these lily pads as landing pads. It takes a ticket to ride one, and it's buzzing loudly, but it's gorgeous, and like these wings look like stained glass windows on each of these giant dragonflies. You see, like near the entrance is the treant, and sees that you're coming. He's like, hey, come on in, ride. Come on in, get your ticket punched and have some fun. And the squirrel that was like over it is just like looking at you, just like over it.
Tone, are you feeling okay enough to do another thing where we're flying in the air?
Mm-hmm. Tone
Are
is
you
like hunched
sure?
over, like, because he just vomited after a really, like, it's not a roller coaster, but it felt like a roller coaster. And he was just like, yes, I'm ready for another. Let's go. Okay. Woo!
It would just be a con save, right? For him to steal himself. It wouldn't be like an ability check.
Yeah, it would be a save.
Okay.
I mean, like the thing is that like
Shaking it off.
It's pretty much done. He feels sick.
I'm
But,
good.
Like, he's fine now, but
Maribella like wants to do something nice because she feels bad, but she'll just kind of pat his shoulder and be like, I'm sure on this one you'll do great, and she'll cast guidance.
that's nice.
Just in case.
Wow. Thanks.
You're welcome. Please don't get any more barf on me shoes.
Sorry.
Totally fine. I bury dead people, so this really isn't.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think I've told anyone that yet. Yeah, sure, we'll go underline.
Yeah. Were you like near to the treant, or were you like away from him, or were you like right next to the tree?
Oh, when I said that?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I can't answer objectively
Okay.
because.
Roll for it then. We'll see. Roll for it. It's fun either way.
Okay. Oh, I have a D2.
Yeah, sure. Flip for it.
Ooh.
What is what?
That's up to you.
Oh gosh. Okay. Even if it's a 2,
Okay.
I was right next to him. If it was a 1, I was not.
Okay.
1, I was not.
Okay, cool. You weren't. So you're kind of getting beckoned on over, and the squirrel runs down, and the trainer says, "Red, punch the tickets." And the squirrel just kind of goes up.
Oh, hi, Red. You gave me a dandelion earlier. It was quite nice. Thanks.
This is my child.
Oh, yeah? What's its name?
I don't know its name yet.
What a great father you are. And just runs back up.
Okay.
Bye, Red.
The tree goes, whoa. I like that you have a child that's a tomato. I'm a tree, so I like
What's your
that.
name? And this is my child.
My name's Northwind, and I hope you're having a good time at the carnival. It's nice day.
Northwind. Is that a family name?
You know, I don't remember getting the name Northwind. I just remember being Northwind.
Oh.
Whoa, don't let me go down that road. That's a whole thing.
Let's go down that road. Let's
no.
dig deep. Figure it out. Wait, what's Red's deal? What's his deal? Is he okay?
Oh, I couldn't speak about my coworkers.
Fair. I respect boundaries.
Make an insight check.
Okay. Insight is gonna be not. Come on, baby, let's go. 15.
Northwind really wants to speak about his coworkers. Like, so bad. Like, Northwind wants to speak about his coworkers more than anything.
Come on, Northwind. Let's dash. Let's gossip. There's a food stand over there. We haven't eaten anything. We can go just... When's your break?
Oh. I could... No, so... Here's the thing. If I can't be caught, you know, not on the job, but you know what? You're the first person to ask me, so I'm just gonna say, and like leans in to whisper, but it's a treant leaning in to whisper, so it's kind of loud. It's like, so here's the deal. Red, so we're like a big happy family here at the carnival, but Red is just kind of Red's acorns are going missing a lot lately. A lot of people's stuff keeps going missing lately. Which is, yeah, hey, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's just, you know, he's bummed. A lot of people are bummed lately, but, you know, it's fine. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, they just want to make sure everyone's having a good time, and it's been a little hard lately, so, you know, but Red's a good guy. Red's good, right? And Red's just like, I can hear you. I can hear you you are such an asshole about this. He's like, hey, we're family friendly today, right, Red? All right.
How many acorns did you lose?
Make a persuasion check.
And you can add your D4 to this.
Yeah, you can if you want.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm just gonna do one of these. +4, it is 16.
No, a D4.
A D4.
Oh, plus a D4. So it's 12, and then we're gonna roll a d4. Okay, so 13.
13. Red just kind of goes. It was a lot. It was a lot of acorns. Okay. It was all of the acorns. It was all my acorns. Okay.
All of your acorns?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I'd be better too. All
hey,
your
Red.
acorns. That's.
And and the problem is you go to lost property and it's not there. There's nothing there.
I think I actually left something here the last time I was here. But might find it in lost property, or you're saying it's not really a good place to look?
Northwind just goes, well, not all things that are lost find their way there. Delagra is who runs the places. Delagra will put you on the right track. He's a good person to talk to.
Delagra.
If you didn't hear it from me, all right. You didn't hear it from me because we're all one big happy family. But it could be in the Feywild, whatever you lost. That's just a rumor. It's just a rumor because here's another thing that you didn't hear from me. You did not hear this from me. Oh my god, you didn't hear this from me.
We didn't hear from you. We didn't.
Yeah, so
Hear it from you.
Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, they aren't even the original owners of this carnival, okay? They didn't even. And then Red is like, shut the fuck up, shut up, stop it. And it's just like slapping leaves. Like, what? No, it doesn't matter that they're not the original owners. They're good bosses. Just, Anyway, I've genuinely said too much. Do you want to ride on these giant? Do you want to ride on these giant dragonflies? Do you want to do that? That sounds fun, right?
Mirabella, what do you think? Should we? The dragonfly rides look great, but also we could go somewhere else. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm kind of fine with whatever. I'm kind of interested to stop by the lost property, potentially. We could also go, and she looks at the dragonflies with their, like, beautiful wings. I think I would like to ride the dragonfly.
We're here, let's get it, let's do it. Then we'll swing by, see if we see any acorns, and find whatever.
We'll check for Red's acorns, yes. That's very true. Red will keep an eye out, and around the park as well.
So you go to the dragonflies, and you see that what the dragonfly ride has basically been is it's almost like a lazy river, but you get on the dragonflies and it takes you around the park at like a height of 20 feet, but it's a whole perimeter sweep.
We can search for acorn. I can look for acorns on the ground.
Perfect time to look for acorns.
You get onto your dragonflies, like as everyone's getting on. It's the classic, everyone gets off. And then the new crop comes on, like, to, your race cars, and you get in the cars, and the dragonflies start fluttering. And as your ride is about to start, you just start hearing, like, no, wait. And on a nearby lily pad, a dragonfly just took off, clearly way early. You see on its back, just for a brief moment, is just this middle-aged dwarf with like a bright blue beard is like unfastened, like wasn't fastened into the harness. Make a perception check.
People falling out her eyes.
22.
Right? Perception?
Now we're cooking with gas. 22.
Oh, no one uses that saying enough, John. So
Really?
God bless you for doing it. Oh, yeah, 23.
Wow. Okay. It's at this moment that like you see, you're looking around like what could have happened, what could have caused this, and you see with that amount, what I rolled for them, you see a Kenku who was clearly like just like had wing up to beak, like whispering something like towards the lily pad, and right as your head turns, the Kenku shifts form, like disguised self, into just the visage of like a human woman, and just slips back into the crowd. But this dragonfly is just going kind of nuts, and the dwarf is just like, oh no.
So the Kenku was whispering to the lily pad?
It seemed like it. So because the dragonfly took off and you both looked and had a great perception check, it looked like it was just done whispering something.
Oh.
And then, but like, it wasn't like right close, it was in the crowd, but then you were able to see them pretty clearly because those checks were really high and they did not roll great. Them disguised self like in front of you. Like most people's eyes were up on the dwarf flying away, and you saw the shape change happen, and then them kind of go back into the crowd. And you just start hearing shouts of like, somebody help him! Like, somebody help! Oh my god, what's happening? Oh dear lord! Like, that kind of stuff is happening. It's like, Mom, what's happening? What's happening? And it's like, it's okay, sweetie. And then you hear North Red just go like, whoa! So it's kind of chaos.
Can we try to fly Dragonfly up to him?
Yeah. Make an animal
I
handling
think we
check.
might need this, and I'm gonna guidance both of us.
Okay, I think you can only guidance one person at a time. I think it's concentration.
Who has better? Oh, my animal handling's not bad.
Okay.
Mine is
plus
plus
4.
Mine's +3.
I'm gonna do me. No
do it.
offense.
Take it.
Okay, make an animal handling check.
Okay, baby, let's.
Here we go.
Oh! 21.
Wow, that minus 10, so 11.
Okay, 11. So Marabella attempts to get the dragonfly that she's on to go up, and is not able to do so. The dragonfly is like, no, I'm not gonna go. Telling you just, like, your intent, you just go like, appa yip yip, and you're up and away, and
Yep.
and you are pretty much right there next to the dragonfly. With that, how are you, because you've succeeded, but how are you redirecting this dragonfly back to its perch?
I think what I'd like to do is I have an apron on. I don't have really much of anything else, but I'd like to maybe carefully put the tomato like in my shell here, and then take the apron and maybe like do one of these like you would do with a towel, and then throw it over to does it look like the dwarf like hanging down by its side? Like, can it grab at anything? Or
there is like harnesses, but it wasn't harnessed in, and you aren't either, but you're doing a really good job of staying like on, and it was the sudden motion of it coming off that like it is off the side, but it's like dangling off. They are dangling off.
So they probably can't grab much of anything right now. So I guess what I'd like to try to do is pull my dragonfly up next to the other dragonfly, and then like using the apron to like put it around its neck, and then like try to soothe it, and then try that. I mean, I think that's one action that's already. Well, I mean,
like I said, you already succeeded. This is just you describing how you did it.
Oh, great. Okay, great. So then I would I would try to like soothe it and be like, okay, calm down. We're all right. And then we'll try to bring it back down to earth.
Okay. Yeah, and so very clearly, like, there's, like, cheers from people. Marabella, like I said, I think you were leaving, but, like, you tried to get this thing to go, and it just wouldn't. And then Tone just went up and did it, and you're like, okay, yeah, okay, great.
He Tone, as long as he's being saved, that's fine with me.
And there's, like, little
It was your
cheers,
guidance.
You know, nothing
Yeah, but
horrible
still.
has happened, but it feels like,
Who's in here?
make an insight check, both of you.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm still wondering what my modifiers are. 15?
15, okay. Both of you are able to notice that, like, the Calliope music that's playing around everywhere is playing back on tune more. And with a dirty 20, Tone, you notice the colors in the carnival just feel more vibrant all of a sudden. Like, suddenly, like, it feels like the contrast was turned up. And now it's like, ooh, wow, everything's just a little bit more colorful. Just the slightest bit. But you just notice that as you're coming back down and seeing these people cheer for you for a moment. And the dwarf is just like, oh, thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Oh, my God. I would have smarted something awful if I fell down like that. Oh, man. What do you think got into it? You know, I'm doing good because now it's a story. You know, it's nothing bad happened, and now it's a fun story. And I got saved by someone lovely. Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Do you know what happened? Right before your dragonfly took off?
No, I was just sitting there, and I was so excited, and then the dragonfly just went up. That's all. Northern just goes like, I think Everett, we should probably see if all the dragonflies are all right. So we could come back later, I think, maybe, and we'll get you sorted for a free ride, everyone. I know who's there.
I'll just say to the dwarf really quickly, this is my child, and then I'm glad you're safe, and then try to saunter off, because he's not really uncomfortable with that much attention. And so he'll just sort of put his apron on and then hide a little bit in his shell, and then like sort of shuffle away.
You have a heroic father, young tomato.
As we walk past Northwind, can I ask, hey, Nord, do you guys have any bird people that work for the carnival?
Well, yeah, I mean, we have a few people, couple of Aarakocra. Why?
I think I saw a Kenku.
Oh, and then Red just goes, you saw what?
Insight check?
Yeah, go ahead.
8.
8.
You know what?
Okay.
No, I don't think I can cast guidance after I do it. I think I have to cast
but Red just goes like, you saw... Red just says, you saw what?
I think I saw a Kenku.
You see Red like hops off of north and just kind of like starts leaving. Like seems like in a huff.
It's not like a slur or anything. I thought that's what they.
It's what they're called.
No, there's a that makes sense. There's a disgruntled customer who comes back and occasionally disgruntled, and if they're here, it means that it's gonna be Oh, it might be a pretty black and white evening. Oh man.
So this has happened before with this fella coming?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Been happening every so often for the past week or so.
Maybe he's been stealing things.
Well, just...
What's been lost?
Well... So, the thing is, and like I said, you did not hear this from me.
No.
So, the owner,
We're good.
Mr. Light and Mr. Witch really like it when people are smiling. And for some reason, this person just tries to just kind of ruin our acts a little bit sometimes, and I don't know, I try to stay out of drama, obviously. I try to not know about the stuff, so I don't really know why they do this, but if you saw them, that's, maybe, you should be having fun, but if you saw them, maybe try to stop them from doing any more things. Because we're all trying to have a good time, right? We're all trying to have a good chill out,
Of course. Do you know why this person's started messing with the carnival?
No, like I said, I don't know.
No guesses, Nord? You're so smart.
Well, they might have lost something, but that's it. I don't know. Usually people are not that mean about it.
Right.
They don't try to make it worse for other people,
And that was dangerous for that man. He could have fallen off and hurt himself.
Yeah, it's like, don't be a dick about it. I get that you're slighted.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, but,
We all know that saying.
But I try to be, I try to be understanding, but like I said, I don't really know, nor do I care, really. I did,
Do you have an HR department?
Not as of how you mean. Not really. There's
FR?
basically
Fair resources?
Basically, so you did not hear this from me, but so
Dish.
they Mr. Light, or is it Mr. Witch? One of them has this stick that can tell if someone's happy or sad, or if the mood, it just is a kind of like a vibe check, and
Sorry.
And again, that's not. I know that is in many ways not an HR department, but it's mostly just him going around being like, "Hey, you're ruining the vibe, man," and he's right all the time. So
what happens to the people that aren't feeling happy?
like employees or guests?
Like the one that he uses a stick on to tell if they're happy or not.
They get happy or they get gone, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You feel me, you get it.
Of course I get it. Don't be a dick. And just don't ruin everyone's good time, right?
Right. We're gonna move away from this and go to
Dylan,
Zara.
real quick, what was
what's
the
up?
lady's name who runs the Lost property?
Oh, right.
I want to write it down.
Of course. I'm for sure saying it incorrectly. So let me actually get it up. Thank God. Thank you for asking. It's
You're
a
welcome.
crazy name, so that's why it's...
I think it started with a D, right?
It does start with a D. Lost Property. Dirlagron.
How do you spell that?
Yeah. Dirlagraun.
Wait, Graun.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Dirlagron.
My phone goes, no replacements found. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, exactly. Very much so. So Zara, I'm gonna have to ask you, because it's been like a bit of time because of all the things that kind of like waylaid you. It's you're so in your element, and this is for some reason just not been a great night for Zara. Can you make a stealth check for me?
Yeah.
Like to re-up?
Redo it.
Yeah, we're seeing what's going on.
No, it's just I can't do math.
Okay.
17.
Okay, 17. You're fine. It was just the way that you just were like.
It wasn't like it's an 8 plus 9, and I was like, okay, so you just take 2 away from the 9.
Yeah,
Can't do math.
I'd say now just make you're kind of back in the world. Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. I botched again.
Is that 4?
That is
botches?
so many botches. Oh my god.
Fuck,
Okay.
man.
That's
Okay.
my 3rd botch.
So again, there's something that's just like off. Just off for Zara tonight. Maybe it's just like the world. Maybe there's something that's just about this place that's just kind of getting into your head. Maybe it's that thicket came and your mind is like wandering over to at least thicket safety. You don't want blood on your hands or anything like that. You don't want to be responsible for a kid, being hurt, but
I'd personally be very concerned about Ticket.
well, we're talking about Zara, not Golzon. And Zara just kind of absentmindedly, I think, just stares off, thinking about the shadow for a moment. Like the shadow goes through your mind as you're reaching into someone's pocket, and you just like let your hand sit there for a moment, and someone's just like, and it's just like, guards, excuse me, guards, and you see these like, not guards, they're just like they're just like carnival hands, they're just carnies, all just look at you and see that you are not wearing wings and about to steal something, and there's a group of, let me see how many. I have to roll for this.
Am I gonna get into a fight by myself?
No, you just see 3 like hands, like carnival workers, just be like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? And it's just like an elf, a halfling. Also, hello Raiders, welcome on in. We're gonna keep playing, but it's nice to see you. We're Hero Club. This is
I
PairOfSocks
just botched
Lost.
3 times.
Yes, our rogue just botched 3 times. And they're just coming towards you.
I book it.
You book it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see that they don't give chase at all.
Oh, no.
They just kind of are like, okay, well. So they don't give chase, but make an insight check.
Okay. Okay. What dice do I use now? 8?
Yeah, no, you got nothing. You're just running. It is just not a great time for Zara, but you do not get the 8 silver, very much so. You are still without a ticket, without wings, and now it just feels like, I don't know, something just feels hostile about the place now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? You at least give me 1 second. Actually, I just want to
Okay.
make sure of something.
Oh gosh.
Oh, actually, with a botch.
Oh no.
As you like turn to run away. Sorry that as you turn to run away, there's this almost like you turn and run right into this hulking figure with like a jack-o'-lantern helmet on, like with like work overalls and a jack-o'-lantern helmet on. Hey, it's okay, everyone. I will take care of this. Will you come with me? You can still book it, by the way, but this is just what happened. That this like hulking figure with this jack-o'-lantern helmet is just standing right above you, kind of like, you can tell it's a bugbear, so huge. And the other thing's like, okay, yeah, okay, thanks, Burley, and just they start walking away.
Can I do an insight check?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Which dice? Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Ooh, interesting. Okay. There are, growing up on the streets, you know when someone's looking for a fight. And you also know guards, like how guards and cops operate and how they sound. You also know the sound of someone who wants to have a conversation with you. In this instant, you can tell, like in this instance, you can tell this guy's about to offer me a proposal. Like, with that insight, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, weird. Like, at first it was scary, but then you're like, this guy's taking over because he's going to ask me to do something. And I'm probably going to have to do it.
I know we're not in combat, but like I will essentially do what is like a prepare to dash, but
Okay.
I'm going to sort of he said like I'll deal with it. He didn't say like
I said I will deal with this to them. And
did he say come with me?
Yeah.
Oh. No, we're going to talk here.
You come with me, or you'll leave this place. This is not a place for us to have this conversation.
Well, then where are we going?
This large being that you heard them call Burley, looks over towards the staff area.
Mm-hmm.
Just points very slowly.
I'm gonna like Zara gives like a curt nod, but still is going to just be on alert. Prepare that dash.
Okay, Burley will have motion for you to go forward.
All right. Keep moving. We're all having fun at the carnival. Yes, it's fun time at carnival. Hello.
And you can see that this is a very imposing figure with this, again, jack-o'-lantern helmet on, and is unsettling. Like, kids do not like when he says hello to them, but he still does it. And starts walking towards the staff area. Do you go all the way to the staff area with him?
Can I just sort of do a general like perception check to see if like what the vibes are heading towards the staff area?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, make an insight check, I'd say.
Insight? Okay.
Mm-hmm. For vibes, yeah, insight.
15 for vibes. 15.
15. You can tell that with this guy taking you to the staff area, it would have just been easier to kick you out.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems like, you see as he's walking, like you turn back and see that he's just kind of rubbing his fingers together, almost like he's nervous. But that's all you can really get.
Okay. I will continue forward.
Okay. He like kind of leads you through. You see in this thicket, in this like round of caravans all circled round, you see that patrolling on the inside, clearly patrolling, you've seen a patrol before, is like a very sad kind of rotund human just clown with these wings on. And also Burley's wearing those wings on too, but is just like smoking a pipe and is just walking around in a lazy circle. And Burley instinctively like puts his hand around you and puts you behind him for a moment as this like clown kind of like walks past and he just goes, shh. Hello? You see the clown kind of like look back and forth and just flip the bird to Burley and then just keep walking.
All right. Go.
And he points to this like clearly too small little caravan that he wants to have a conversation with you in.
So he's like leading me into a caravan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna do like a perception check and make sure that there are ways out that I could, if I need to.
Okay, make a perception check.
I botched again.
No fucking way.
5? No, 4. How many?
It's 5 total.
Jasmine.
I'm not trying to do.
Let's see.
Wow. My
5
God.
botches.
Okay.
How many can we
It's
get?
just a botch. You are certain that you could get out of here, no problem.
Sweet.
You're certain of it. You're like it is. You've never seen an easier place to exit.
I just confidently walk in.
Okay.
And by the way, I want everyone to know these are all different dice.
it's crazy. Burley like shuts the door, and there's a moment where he's standing up, where you, for a brief moment, were like, "Wow, did I really just make a huge mistake? Like I should have run. I could have run it so many other times. I should have run." But the door's closed, and Burley then takes off the jack-o'-lantern helmet. And you see just like a really worried face on this bugbear. And he just says, so can I see your hand again?
Again?
Well, you had your hand in the man's pocket for quite a while, and it was kind of obvious. But can I see back of hand, please?
I show him the back of my hand.
And you show him like there's the tattoo of the candle that you didn't know about before, but it's there. And he goes,
Oh, okay. So you are a returner.
Apparently.
Well, why did you come back here?
I wasn't trying to. I just showed up.
All right. We don't get many returnees, so and even though you are a very bad pickpocket, I am desperate. Bad things have been happening at Carnival for a long time, and I want help. And if the attorney is here, maybe they want help too, and I can help you, because Returnees only come for one thing, and it's because they lost something.
I don't think I lost anything. Just here trying to have a good time at the carnival.
But wait, but you said that you did not even try to come here.
Yeah.
And you also... you also did not have ticket, do not have fairy wings, and were trying to steal from person.
Yeah, I was trying to get the money to it was convoluted, I know. I was doing a whole thing.
I think you definitely lost something. But some people do not know what it is. Sometimes it is more obvious. And make an insight check.
Okay. Running out of dice. Nat 20!
Nat 20.
Yay.
There you go.
Hey!
This Burley seems, like we've said before with a different character, it seems like so deeply sad. And when he says that some things are more obvious than others, you look around the caravan and you see that, like, one, it's bigger on the inside. It's TARDIS rules. It's bigger on the inside. And two, there are 2 beds. Again, another thing that you didn't realize with your botch earlier, but now you're like, oh, 2 beds. And there's also a, like, portrait that he kind of glances over, I mean, with a nat 20. And you see a portrait of clearly him doing like a big thumbs up with an identical bugbear doing a big thumbs up, like laughing, and the only difference is like one has like red overalls and one has blue, and they're just like and you can clearly tell that something happened to his twin brother, for sure. 1,000%.
Look, I do not condone sneaky thief. That you are, because you are a sneaky thief. But you're bad at it, so maybe you being bad at it is a good thing for this.
I'm having an off night. All right, let's not base my skills off of tonight. This is a weird carnival, weird things happen, okay?
Make a persuasion check.
11.
Okay, he just goes, sure. You know, you seem to believe that, and I'm fine with that, but I have to tell you, if the problem is that if you keep doing things like this, Mr. Light will find you. He always knows where the bad vibes are coming from. But we could change that. My bosses, they know more than they're letting on, and I think they know where my brother went, and they won't tell me. And oh god. I want you to help. I want you to help steal something for me.
What do you need?
Well, probably the Witchlight vein. It is the stick my boss uses to see if the vibes are right.
All right, where do I find this Witchlight vein?
it's always on his person. But I've been planning it for a while. At the end of the night, there is a crowning ceremony for the monarch. They will both be there, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, and they might be distracted enough that you could get the vein off of them. Or the watch, but the watch... it's difficult. Either way, if you say no, then I kick you out. I'm just going to say that right now.
Okay, well, if you get me a ticket and a pair of these wings that everyone has for some reason, I can do what you want. I'm not about to say no to stealing. It's kind of my thing.
Well, then you should... And I want to be very clear. I want to be very clear here as a DM. This is strictly because of the amount of botches. That he's going to say this to you, which is, well, you should probably just go get a ticket then. You should probably just go do a ticket pact, I think.
Here's the thing.
What?
This pact, not into it. If you can get me this 10 silver that it costs to get a ticket, deal's a deal.
All
or
right.
else I'll just sleep.
All right. There might be a way. If you can win enough carnival games. If you can win enough carnival games and win enough prizes and sell them to people, but you have to do it honestly, because if the mood gets bad around here,
the vibes.
Mr. Light will be on you, all right? Like white on rice, he will be on you, and he will Listen, I just want my brother back. Or at least I want to know the truth about where he went. So... You may be bad at stealing, but you might be good at carnival games. Also, I think Candlefoot and Palacia might help. They also are upset.
Who?
Right.
'Cause I haven't met anyone.
Yeah,
okay.
no, you haven't. And he's like, right, of course. And he just goes, all right, Candlefoot is outside of the Hall of Illusions, and Palacia is the mermaid. You'll know that the mermaid is the mermaid because the mermaid will sing, and it is a mermaid. And
Great.
we don't have many mermaids working with us. Over by the lake.
Got it. All right. Well, guess I'll win some carnival games.
What is your name?
Zara.
I am Burley. Do you have friends?
Friends is a strong word, but I'm here with some people.
Well, alright. Weird thing to say about people. Alright. So you don't have friends. That tracks with you. Well, if any of these acquaintances happen to be your attorneys, just, get them in on it. But you don't have much time. I cannot help you. I can't risk the job too much, so if you want that ticket, you have to win those carnival games super fast. You have to do it. You gotta do it well.
What time is this ceremony?
Well, in about an hour, the big top circus is going to happen, and this seems like I'm going to fall on deaf ears, but anyone is allowed to perform at the Big Top Circus and might impress Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, but I have a feeling that you're a big no to that idea of performing in front of people. That sounds like a no to you.
I mean, if performing includes pickpocketing, then...
That is, I don't know how you think that's a performance.
Well, I really only got one skill. I don't...
And also, I have to say, once again, you're very bad at it. I came upon you, and your hand was in a pocket, and you were standing there, just rummaging.
Yeah.
Staring off into the middle distance.
All right. I was distracted. Okay, you know, maybe one of my friends has a talent. I'll go find them.
But then, at the end of the evening, in about 5 hours, that is when the crowning ceremony will happen.
All right. I'll figure something out. All right.
All right. Beware of the shadows. Bad things happen in the shadows.
Can I roll an insight if he's talking about the same thing?
Sure.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You can tell he's talking about, like, for sure what you saw, but clearly beyond that. Like, he's talking about, like, more than just that. Like, just there's some stuff going on. Bad stuff is happening at the carnival under the hood. And he's like, don't find yourself.
So shadows is both literally and metaphorically, kind of.
Yeah. He means like in the shadows, there's shadows and then also just bad stuff.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go find a carnival game to win. Let's see.
I mean, you could just do a silly pact, but okay, yeah, go do the carnival games. That sounds fun for you. Okay, I will remember. And he puts on the helmet. Like, you never saw me. Oh shit. I forgot that you had to get out of here unseen. And you're really bad at that.
I'm gonna try to impress him by just sneaking away right now.
Okay, make a stealth check.
21.
Thank God. Although I kind of would have loved it if you botched again. Yeah, Oh yeah. He's like, you're really bad at that, and he looks up and you're gone. And he's like, oh. And you don't see this, but this is just a thing I think you all should know that happened after you left. And maybe you saw it. You see he goes over to the portrait of his brother and he goes, I'm going to find out where you are, Hurley. I'm going to find you. And that's just a thing that you either saw or didn't see as you were sneaking away. We're going to go back to the two who just finished up at the carousel. So you've gotten your very cryptic hints about things you don't fully understand from wooden unicorns that didn't seem like they really liked you. But what would you like to do now? As it seems like that there's been like a line has built up now because you were on there and you were the only two there. But people now start streaming into the unicorns. You see that the paint that you painted on magically vanishes. And some of the words actually scramble. And like new words get chosen for the unicorns. So what would you like to do?
So Golzog, as he goes off the exit ramp, just keeps saying to himself, beyond the mirrors, there's someone you might want to meet. Beyond the mirrors, someone goes by the name Proudmane. Hey, Griselda?
Yeah?
Griselda, did your unicorn say anything unsettling to you?
Yeah, my unicorn said beyond the mirrors, there's one spot of rainbows that I should look at for something.
I'm supposed to go beyond the mirrors too. I was told that beyond the mirrors there's someone I might want to meet named Proudmane.
Well, do you think that could be the Hall of Illusions?
Golzog looks over at the sparsely interacted with, poorly lit, spooky Hall of Illusions.
Yeah.
It could also be the giant teapot. And that can be a check if you want, because he definitely knows it's the Hall of Illusions.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, it doesn't happen, but in Gulzog's mind, there was for sure a flash of lightning when you looked over at the Hall of Illusions.
Yes, and a scary organ chord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Oh.
fine. If you want to split up and go to the teapot, I'm going to
No,
the mirror.
No, I'm good to not split up. I'll stay with you.
And she's
Let's
already walking away with her
Walk
piggy.
into the hall of... Oh, she's gone. And then Golzog is going to run to catch up to Griselda.
Okay, you're going to the Hall of Illusions?
Yep.
Okay. You, once again, you see this, like, tent with swirling black and white kind of going around and around and around. You see the Zoltar machine, or at least, like, what it looks like. It's like, you know, the wooden box, like a wooden cabinet with a mannequin grinning, and there's, like, a couple people just standing there. Like two halflings are standing at the, like, near the box. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go straight for the ticket taker, who's like the black and white elf with like clown makeup on, or do you want to go towards the wooden mannequin? Anywhere else around this area?
Oh, man.
I guess I would love to get a fortune. From
Yeah, Golzog would also like a fortune, but would mostly like to get through this as fast as possible.
So, as you approach, it's a wooden mannequin of a grinning, raven-haired young woman, like inside this glass cabinet, in witch's attire. A green flowing cape, like, hovers inside the cabinet. And at the top of it, it reads, Tasha the Wizard, known for her hideous laughter. As you're coming closer to it, a halfling couple is, like, holding hands. And one of the halflings is wearing, like, butterfly face paint. He drops to one knee and pulls out a small box from his pocket. Like,
Golzog, despite being terrified, can't help but be excited for these halflings.
But then something happens where like, the other halfling bursts into laughter and starts rolling on the ground. Just laughing. He's laughing, and the other halfling, the halfling that proposed, begins to sob. Begins to cry. And you see he darts into the tent without getting his ticket punched, and you see, like, the elf that's black and white goes to punch the ticket, but then is like, and yeah, that's what you see. And then suddenly, like, this halfling is, like, laughing very hard on the ground still. What do you want to do?
My God.
Yeah, please.
Can I do some kind of, like, insight check to see if the horrible Tasha did that?
Make an Arcana check. But also, how close are you getting to it?
Oh. I guess like we're walking dead on
Mm-hmm.
in the middle between like the Hall of Mirrors and this thing.
Like how many feet away from it?
Oh my god. 15?
15. Okay. Make an Arcana check.
Golzog is hanging back a little bit.
Arcana. Gosh dang it. 11?
11. It feels weird. Something feels weird. You feel like something magical happened, something weird and mystical happened, but you don't know what could have possibly happened. It's around this time that this halfling like gets up. Wait, what just happened? Reuben? Reuben, I don't know what that was. Reuben, come back, please. Reuben. So that's happening. But again, you don't really know what happened.
That looks scary.
Yeah, you said it. I was thinking it, and you said it. It does look scary. Let's not go up to it.
And
I can't believe I'm saying this, but let's skip this and go straight into the swirly, scary tent full of illusions.
you got it. But as they're walking away, Griselda takes like a look back at it.
Okay. Again, you just see this halfling kind of almost like confused as to what's going on, and it just keeps calling out for Reuben, the halfling who ran inside. To someone, Reuben.
He's in here.
But he'll be back, right? He'll be back.
Reuben ran inside the tent,
Mm-hmm.
went into the tent.
Into the Hall of Illusions, yeah.
Golzog does like a long exhale, and then turns around to the halfling woman. It's a halfling lady or a gentleman or a different
Gentleman.
gender.
Both
Great.
gentlemen.
Excuse me, sir.
Mm-hmm.
We're heading in there for an unrelated reason, but we'll do our best to find Reuben and bring him back to you, Mr.
Ween.
Mr. Ween.
It's
Sure.
at this point that the elf, that black and white elf, is just staring at you, like uncomfortably staring. But also, make a history check.
Both of
Griselda.
us?
No, just you, Griselda.
Oh, okay. Dang it. 6.
Okay, never mind. But there's just this clown, essentially looks like a mime at this point, is just staring at you. Kind of just goes.
Oh.
Golzog holds out his ticket.
Punches it.
Griselda.
Okay. Can't waste the ticket punch.
Yeah, also punches yours.
And kind of really tentatively, eyes screwed shut, steps into the tent.
Okay. So, tall mirrors line the interior walls of the tent. The mirrors, the second you step in, do you go do you go looking directly for Ruben, or are you just kind of... Well, I'll say this. The first thing you see is that the mirror is right at the entrance. You look into them, and your reflection is different. It's you as children.
Oh.
You see yourself as a child. And then, as you look down a little bit a ways, you see yourself in a different mirror, a little older. And through this hall of mirrors, every mirror,
Oh.
if you scrutinize your reflections, just is like another year past, another year past. What did you imagine Griselda and Golzog would look like in their twilight years?
Golzog is still stuck a little bit on 9-year-old Golzog.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
And he's thinking about how the last time he was here, he was sort of like the first into every tent, the first onto every ride, and how, he could never quite place what changed to make him not that first through the door kind of kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually, go ahead.
No. Eventually what?
And eventually the question was, what did we imagine we'd look like in our twilight years?
Mm-hmm.
I guess over time, Golzog has made peace with the idea that he's definitely making it to his twilight years. He's probably not going to die in battle or anything like that. And he assumes he'll probably, he'll probably keep some of his, powerful build, but he'll get a little bit of a paunch, grow a decent-sized gray beard, and maybe even work up the courage to get an ear pierced. But, doesn't see a glorious battle in his future.
Mm-hmm. And Griselda?
Griselda sees her twilight version of herself as like a very royal woman. Like she knows that she was supposed to have done the ceremony to become a woman, but like she doesn't feel that way. So then seeing herself actually be a woman is like, she doesn't know if that suits her.
How long do you say you would like to take this in? Like a minute? 2? Before you start looking for Ruben?
I'd say a couple minutes. Because she's also admiring how Ladybug looks like a piglet and then looks like a old hairy jewel pig.
How many minutes do you say before you start looking for Ruben? Both
of us?
Yeah. How many minutes? Yeah.
Oh.
How many minutes would you say?
Not even, maybe 1 minute tops.
1 minute,
I think
okay.
but a solid
Yeah, solid minute.
30 seconds, 45 seconds on Kid Golzog.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Griselda's keeping her eye on the prize for a place beyond the mirrors. So she starts to put her hand up to...
Okay. So I'll ask you this, and be honest, it's totally fine. Is Griselda care about finding Ruben as much, or is it mostly Golzog who is looking?
Mostly Golzog.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I think that's fair.
Then I'll say Golzog. You're kind of, because it's the Hall of Mirrors, you might get a little bit separated. Golzog, make a perception check.
$21.
Ooh.
I know, right?
Good job.
We'll get to you in a second. Griselda, you kind of start walking through the halls, looking at older and younger versions of yourself. You can make a survival check.
Survival.
Mhm.
What is going on? Survival. Why don't I see it? Why don't I see it? There it is. Oh no! I botched
Mm.
a survival check.
Uh-huh. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna say you for a while get lost in this hall. You get completely turned around to the point where you don't even know, you weren't even really paying attention to Golzog anymore. You're just looking at yourself getting older and younger, and as you go back and forth, you come to yourself in the present and see a reflection of just you, but you keep going, and you see yourself aging and aging and aging until you get to a mirror that doesn't reflect you. It reflects a grave.
Oh.
Golzog.
Yeah.
You, thankfully, are able to find the halfling with the face paint. You see he's staring directly into a reflection of himself. And he is kind of looking concerned. He looks at a younger version of himself. It's one of the versions like you were. You were transfixed on a younger version of you. But there's not just a younger version of him, and as you approach from behind, not just a younger version of you, but on the other side of the mirror is someone beckoning him.
What does the someone look like?
Yeah, make
sorry.
a perception check.
Thanks. Jesus Christ. 7.
7.
Awful rolls this whole time, other than my last roll.
You can't really see from this angle.
Okay.
But they look like seven. No. Yeah, 7 would give you this. From far away, it looks like Marabella.
Okay. I'm gonna call out to Ruben. Excuse me, Ruben?
Ruben shakes it off. He goes, "Yeah, that's my name."
Is he turning around to look at me?
Uh-huh.
Is Marabella still in the mirror?
Are you looking? Oh, well, I'll say with a 7, you look at him, and you look back, and they're gone.
Okay, cool. Your ween is, was looking for you out front. He seemed pretty distressed that you weren't there.
But he laughed at me.
I don't want to get in the middle of anything.
No,
but...
no. And then you see he just kind of goes, waves you off, and he just goes, No, I saw a version of myself old and without him, and I didn't like it, so.
Well, he's still waiting for you out there, man, so You don't have to be without. Also, unrelated. You haven't seen anyone called Proudmane in here, have you?
No. No.
Anywhere else?
No.
No Proudmanes at all?
No, not at all.
All right, well, you get on back to your, fella.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Darts out. Give me 1 second. Is able to get out.
Okay, great. I was gonna say, does he need help getting out? I'll help.
Well, you didn't, but he did get
Yeah,
out. You didn't, but he did get out.
Cool.
But as you stand there in the Hall of Mirrors, you feel like this is a place that they were talking about, but you feel like you don't have the key to a door.
Golzog is gonna repeat what the unicorn said to him. Beyond the mirrors. He's gonna look and see if there's a path, like, further inward and eventually out of the tent, like, a path to beyond the mirrors.
Okay, make a survival check.
Alright. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
You walk through this place, and as you're walking through, you're so enticed. You're enticed by all of these images of you as older, younger versions of yourself. And then you settle on a reflection of yourself as you are right now. And you think to yourself, with that check, you think, well, all of those are a distraction. This is the one. Because this is the truth. But it's in this moment that we kind of fly away.
And sorry, what was that? It's a mirror of just me?
It's just a mirror of just you.
Okay.
It led you to what is very clearly the path with that nat 20.
Okay.
And we pan around, and with that nat 20, almost immediately behind you, and you didn't notice at first, you see Griselda just sitting cross-legged, staring at a reflection of a grave. And that's where we'll end for the evening.
Oh!
Woo! All right. So, that's interesting. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We'll pick up next week from where we left off. Some people who are out doing some good deeds around the fair. Someone who is doing not good deeds around the fair, but has been conscripted to go win some fucking carnival games. And 2 people who maybe saved someone from some horrible fate. And also
gossiped.
And also some horrible moments in a Hall of Illusions that is really bad. What does it all mean? We'll find out next time. I cannot believe how many times you all botched. That was crazy. That was insane.
Also, Jasmine and I realized.
Hannah realized and then told me. So
Jasmine's a halfling.
Oh my god, that's my fault.
Oh, yeah.
Jasmine's a
my fault.
halfling. I was like, wait, don't you have a thing?
That's my
He's like,
fault.
yep, fully do.
Okay.
oops.
Well,
but
hey,
we wouldn't have made it to
and,
Hurley.
and for
Yeah.
those for those who don't know what that means, that means Jasmine has halfling luck, which means you're allowed to re-roll the first one that you roll every single time. You're allowed you re-roll botches.
It's
We
not.
roll
I don't think
botches.
it's.
It's not the first. It's every single
It's
one.
all
It's all of them.
botches.
Yeah, it's all
Wow.
botches. So mistakes happen.
Wow.
This is the second time playing the character, but hey, narratively,
It worked.
it worked. And then when she says she was off her game, she was really off her game, and she'll never be off her game ever again.
Like, oh wait, I'm a halfling.
yeah, it's just like
Uh,
God,
I
this
am small.
This carnival really fucks with me. Does anyone have anything to plug?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Next, this coming Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, I will be dropping into this Twitch, the Hero Club Twitch, to do some art, as I have been. And if you between now and then, if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at marty.abbyschneider. And it's in the video. You can see my socials in the video. Thank you all for tuning in.
Anyone else?
Woo!
Nope. Okay. Well, thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye now. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Remember to re-roll those ones, everyone. We'll
Bye.
remember.